Trying to bring solutions to real problems is what GLOBSEC is about. This hybrid way of doing things is the way of the future, and I think you saw it play out in 3D form here, in real time.
What I find here is that it's not just an academic exercise. You have a lot of creative and concrete formats that are very interesting, like focus group.
I sense that this is really a platform we need.
It, of course, has a focus on Central and Eastern Europe, which for me, living in Berlin, is very valuable to understand what's happening in this part of Europe. And of course, it has a very broader perspective, so it helps me understand Europe in a much broader context.
I think there's a real sense and there's a real understanding that things just can't go back to how they were. COVID is only going to drive faster towards the types of investments that we need to make in the digital economy, in digitization, in automotive, in energy efficiency, and even tackling climate change.
I am optimistic because I believe you always have a choice. Look, this is unprecedented crisis, but this is not the first crisis the EU and European continent has been experiencing.
This is the moonshot opportunity for the EU to actually combine the recovery and reconstruction with a leap into the future sustainable technologies.
The recent recovery plan is contributing to the resilience of the European Union in that creating some common fiscal capacity in Europe, even though only temporary and for a specific purpose, is a step in the direction of resilience.
This is the million-dollar question, how decision makers in Central Eastern Europe and all over Europe see the recovery, the banks as well as governments, as well as the industries.
We need to take fast action and we need to mobilize. But the way we should really mobilize is to give the opportunity to the businesses.
The companies that will be most successful in today and tomorrow's digital economy will be those that can digitalize. And for that, we need to create an environment that enables that in Europe, especially.
And the one thing when you're looking at innovation or in terms of technology and digitization or the green economy is that you are going to fail. So embrace it.
I think the EU could use trade policy more to, on the one hand, support the social standards agenda and also the environmental standard agenda. But these are two important things.
I think this is an opportunity to get prepared and to actually mobilize everything what we need to mobilize to face climate crisis and to maybe prevent it with an energy transition.
The one thing the pandemic is teaching us is the solution is only possible together.